a sudden, I found myself in love with the world. So there was only one thing that I could do, was ding-a-ding-dang, my dang-along-ling-long.
Tore up the last road that I can get out of my neighborhood in.
They've been working a lot on 75 and 696. I mean, so we complain about it, but at least they're doing something.
Let him
about
talk. He's ready to
It.
explode.
My head's gonna explode.
Go.
They've got Coolidge. They've ripped that up for like 8 months now. Up
Which
and down.
south of 14 or north of 14?
North of 13, south of 14. They've ripped that up. They put in a rubber water line in there, and they're still screwing around with it. Now, now today they just started cutting up the street that allows me to get off of Coolidge onto my neighborhood street, and there's a major gas line that runs through there. Remember when they blew up the house like about 5 years ago? Blew the guy up in his house because of the drilling.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
They're tearing up the line that feeds all those lines.
Well, that's got to make you feel safe.
I'm kind of sitting there going, oh, what you guys doing down there? Because if that blows up, my house isn't going to be here.
Is the gas off?
Turn that up. Oh, hell no. We got a lighter. We're checking it. It's good.
It's good. It's on.
Staying warm.
Oh, they're tearing up the road.
The thing with
Can't get out
construction
of my
is
house.
we don't want it done and we want it done, right? I mean, it's like you got to be. So arguably, like I go down to Ohio, oh my God, they're working on that stretch of 75 south for like 20 years. I'm not kidding.
No, for real.
Since I've been 15 years old.
Thank
It's
you.
just constant.
Yeah.
I don't know if there was a finance issue or what, but
Yeah.
they finally, I don't think finished it, but
No.
they finished that stretch of 75 to where you don't have to.
But they had to go start at the other end
Yes.
where they built it
No,
15
they're
years
still
ago.
there. They're
I don't know
still
what
there.
those guys are doing. Whoever has that contract, or whoever's doing the allocations for that appropriation should be fired. But nonetheless, Michigan, we have terrible roads, but at least they've been at it this year. They've been at it this year.
There was a little strike there that kind of threw things off, though.
There was, but there's been a lot of movement this year, and we got to tolerate. I want to be the guy who sells those orange barrels. Who sells those orange barrels? I mean, for God's sake, they're everywhere.
You know what's worse than orange barrels? Orange barrels and snow.
Yeah.
Because usually they pull up the orange barrels before the snow falls. The other day I had to drive to work. There was orange barrels and snow and ice. It's like, you want to make everybody like lose their frickin' minds in this country, in this state? Make me go through a winter with orange barrels all frickin' winter.
I don't know if they're going to try to work on it through the winter. I think that there was a thing about 696 in Warren. I can't remember the mayor's name. He's that dude, and he was, what's his name? Fouts. He was putting up a stink about it because 696 is all messed up.
Oh, that's been tore up for 6.
Oh, it's messing
maybe
up. It's
4
messing
months.
up commerce in Warren. What is that? Who are the orange barrel people? Is it called orangebarrels.com?
Yep.
No, for real.
MCP or something? No, that's who owns them.
I'm just gonna make them $1 cheaper and sell them.
Well, they got the orange barrels, and then they got these new little thin pylons. They
Yeah,
got
I've seen those.
things. That gives you a little more room.
Have you ever seen them put out the orange barrels?
Yeah, it's very sophisticated now.
Very cool.
They used to do it by hand.
Yeah.
Now they drop them with a truck.
There's like an arm that goes out.
Really?
Yeah, an arm that goes out and puts it right where it's supposed to be.
All robotic.
They don't have a guy in the back like dropping them anymore.
Oh,
Well, I mean, they probably still do, but there's an automated mechanism for it now.
that's kind of cool. Actually, well, I think we talked about that in a previous podcast, was the trucks they use on the Golden Gate Bridge to be able to open and close lanes, and they use the plastic dividers to open and close lanes, and the truck will drive down and just close the lane by like taking those plastic walls,
yeah, right,
and they'll
moving
run it right out.
Moving it.
That was the coolest thing I'd ever seen.
The Maroon Gate Bridge.
Yeah.
It's not. It's
Ooh,
not
Golden Gate or whatever, yeah.
I was just there. So we had a question for you, Jennifer.
Or whatever your name is.
When
Door
you
girl.
when you think of chocolate, you think of what brand?
Heaven. What? Oh, Godiva, always.
Good dive.
What do you think of?
Always. I swear to God, if you
Hershey.
say anything.
Yeah, me too. I think of Hershey.
This is why you guys are
Godiva.
guys and you're not women, because
Yeah.
Godiva.
But if I was going to
There's
buy
good chocolate
for
that
somebody, it
actually
would be
exists out
Godiva.
there.
I'd buy
Or I'd go Gales over in Royal Oak.
Oh, there's the
Okay,
chocolate company
okay,
around?
fancy. Okay,
Oh, Gales?
okay,
Yeah. I
fancy
I feel like I
pants.
shouldn't know that though,
Oh,
because
you
it's
should.
dangerous.
You should.
That's fancy pants chocolate. Listen,
That
If
was
you
good
wanna go-
chocolate.
okay,
She had something to say.
Good chocolate.
Good chocolate. I love just a Hershey's square.
Well, I mean, but have you had Godiva? Because
Yeah, I don't like it compared to
Wow.
Hershey's.
so
Hershey's
then you
right.
don't like chocolate, is what you're
Hershey's,
saying.
please. You can sponsor the show. I
Godiva, you can sponsor the show.
Thank you.
Executive decision.
We just
Sorry.
walk
It's
down
his
to
show,
Gales
by the
and have
way.
Gales
Hershey's
sponsor
and
the show.
Godiva.
okay. When you think of ice cream brands, you think of what?
Godiva. No, I'm just kidding.
I think of Hershey's. What do you
But
think?
when it comes to liqueur, I think of Godiva. Okay,
They're
so
not
I
even
guess when it
answering my
comes to
question.
ice cream, it's
Ice cream.
Breyers.
Breyers. What do you think?
Oh my God, Hershey's. I don't know. Probably because you just said it.
All right.
Hudsonville.
Hudsonville is good
Hudsonville
too.
is rocks.
Is that like a local ice
Stroh's.
cream?
It's
I think
I think it is
Oh, yeah,
Michigan. Yeah.
Stroh's.
Kroger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kroger.
Yeah.
Oh, and Stroh's. Well, what's the Kroger
Stroh's.
brand?
Private selection.
Private Select. Kroger.
Yeah.
Man, they got good stuff.
Yeah, they do.
Wait, isn't private selection the same as like Costco? Like they have different brands that make their brand?
Yeah. Of
Probably.
course. Of course. Yeah, they don't
Okay,
make their
and,
own
like-
ice cream. They do that with
Yeah.
everything, right? I mean,
Okay.
Kroger doesn't have any of its own stuff. They have
So I wonder who actually makes private selection ice cream. Like, what is the company? Probably Breyers.
Probably Breyers or Stroh's, right?
Most likely.
Oh, don't look it up.
I'm
Ray's-
not going to.
Ray's Ice Cream in Royal Oak,
Thinking about
about
it.
2 blocks from my house.
Good
Handmade
stuff.
ice cream,
Good stuff.
made the old way.
Ooh, frozen custard, Irma's, 23, and I think it's like Gratiot area. So delicious,
East Side,
so good.
Sterling Heights.
I mean, but it is so good.
Forever away.
Ray's. If you haven't had
Do
Ray's,
you live up there? I
you
don't
need to
wanna
go to
say.
Ray's.
No, I live in Ferndale.
Well, you don't tell people that.
Fashionable.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
live
there's a whole
at
city. Good
They're
luck
coming
finding
after you,
me.
Jennifer.
Or whatever my name is. I mean, you can't find me because you don't even know my name. So
Jennifer in Ferndale. And she likes Godiva chocolate. Find
Probably
her.
a lot of them.
because who does not like Godiva chocolate? If you like chocolate, then Godiva.
Well,
is
you
the
weren't
chocolate
here
you
last.
really like.
You weren't here last time when we were doing when you think
Did you
of.
talk about some like better chocolate brand that
No,
I'm not
no,
introduced to?
No, okay. No, we just did a. What do you think of when it was a branding exercise?
Oh,
Like when you think of, for example, when you think of airlines, you think of what?
Delta.
Okay, there you go. I think the majority said Delta. Although I can't.
They're the most prominent when it comes to marketing and what
Oh,
most people fly.
in the U.S. at least. Yeah.
Southwest was, I think, second.
Yeah, I said American.
American, yeah.
Delta bought Northwest years ago.
Mm-hmm.
They're gone.
Oh, American Airlines no longer exists?
No, Northwest
Oh.
Airlines.
Northwest.
Delta
Okay.
Delta bought Northwest.
Oh.
Right.
Southwest is still around. American bought TWA way back in the day. TWA was like the big carrier next to like Pan Am. Those are the Pan Am days. Yeah,
Going back.
going way back.
In my day,
DiCaprio days.
we had a twin turboprop. They were old World War II Bettys.
Who's a better actor, Christopher Walken or Robert De Niro?
Oh,
That's tough.
You gotta pick one.
Robert De Niro. But Christopher Walken is so fabulous in his own right.
Jess, you can't pick two.
Sorry. I
She's got
mean,
De Niro.
I don't like these
Walken
decisions.
came to mind first.
Okay, go.
I'm going with Walken.
You're not going to get judgment from me. They're both fantastic in their own right.
So me and my friends, we were
Wait, what do
we
you
went to a
choose,
party in
Richard?
Hollywood, And, I was standing outside the party and I ran into that one guy,
The one
and
guy.
they left me here. They left me here at the party.
I'll have to go. I agree.
understand.
I'll have to go with Walken. If you want to see a good comparison, watch the scene of Roulette and Deer Hunter because they're in the same scene.
Right.
Walken and De Niro, and they both do a spectacular job in that scene where they're playing Russian roulette with the Vietnam. I think it's the Vietnamese.
Yep.
Deer Hunter. Just look up the clip.
It's really a
Just
toss up because if I start thinking about the De Niro movies, I'll start swaying back.
Well,
if I think about Walken
he's
stuff.
got De Niro has so many good one-offs. For example, his scene in
Casino.
Well, I was going to start with Deer Hunter, and then he's got Taxi Driver, where he's doing doing what does he say?
You talking to me?
You're talking to me. So he's got that. Then he's got Casino stuff. He's got Goodfellas stuff. He's got the Godfather stuff. He's got the whatever. But Christopher Walken has a lot of those scenes too, like in True Romance, which is one of my favorites.
Ah, yes.
Where he's playing the Italian boss or Sicilian boss. He's got so many movies where he's got those moments.
Yeah, and they're that
They're
time
so
slice.
they're so defined.
Yeah.
The way he does them, it's unbelievable.
There's very few good actors like that anymore.
Well, who acts like that now? I mean, that level of intensity. If you, again, just as a reminder, watch the Deer Hunter clip of Russian roulette during Deer Hunter.
That's
and Christopher
very
Walken, and it's as intense as it gets, right?
Yeah.
And they're both in that clip. I would say Heath Ledger would have had it, that intensity,
Yeah.
had he been still
That's
around.
exactly what I was
Jake
thinking.
Gyllenhaal. I'm picking the guys from,
This era
about,
of acting.
no, what's the
Who's-
gay movie? It's actually a very
Brokeback.
good movie, Brokeback Mountain. Heath Ledger and Jake Gyllenhaal play gay guys, which
Jake
is
Gyllenhaal's a great actor.
no. I said it was a really good
Yeah.
movie. He was in Donnie Darko. He's been in a lot of good movies.
Very good. Leo DiCaprio is like a very, very good actor for our era.
He hates DiCaprio.
Yeah, don't blame him.
I don't hate him. It's just something doesn't.
Okay, you said you can't stand it.
I mean, but
No,
if
no,
you
no.
watch
Did I
his
say
movies
that?
and you were
Is
like,
that actually what
"Oh,
I
he's
said?
bad at
Because
this movie."
I'll back off that. I mean, he is a very good actor.
You just don't like him as a person.
I don't know what it is. There's something I really like
the
his
fact-
acting, but there's something that just doesn't set right with me. And I could probably hang out with the guy, and we'd probably have a great time.
I mean, you would because you'd be hanging out with models. the
Well,
whole
I'd
time.
be hanging out with DiCaprio.
I think
And
I
DiCaprio.
think he probably overacts a little bit. Like a little too intense. It's better. There's something to be said for being a little bit more calm. I'll give you an example. Who was I just thinking of?
Bradley Cooper.
Bradley
Ooh.
Cooper did a great job, and what are you purring now?
Control
I just
yourself
did, yeah.
Control
there.
yourself. Bradley Cooper and
I purr and I snort, apparently.
Snort. She's like,
A lot of skills.
yeah, he'll enjoy that.
He probably would.
Oh.
He was good in what was the movie? A Star Is Born. Okay, so he was good in that.
He was the only one. But yeah.
She didn't like Lady Gaga in
There
it.
were some other movies that he's been in
He-
that were
he's
really
He was
good.
in Sniper, which is really good.
Oh, what is the thing where he takes in the movie where he takes the like little clear pill or whatever, and he can, his brain is at like 1,000.
That's Jason
Incorrect.
Statham.
No, it's
No.
Bradley Cooper.
I think you're. I think you got it.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
It's,
He,
I want to say it's called Unleashed. It's Unlimited.
ooh, yes, Unlimited.
Yeah, there we go.
Limitless.
Oh, Limitless. There we go. That's actually it.
Damn it. I
Okay,
thought I had
I
it.
lied.
I haven't even heard of it. I haven't even heard
We
of that.
go with it.
Limitless. Yeah.
You know, I think is
Must make
a bit underrated is
Oprah.
don't even start. Don't even start with me. Josh Brolin. No Country for Old Men.
Yeah.
was a great movie. Who's the guy who played the
He's
bad
so
character?
underrated. I have to actually Google him.
Josh Brolin.
Yeah. I
He's
don't
probably
know.
fantastic though.
Oh, he's awesome in that movie.
He was very good in that movie.
And
Yes.
who was the guy who played the really creepy dude? He's real popular too. You know what I'm talking? He says, "Hey," he goes into the convenience store and he's like, "Hey, friendo,"
Yeah.
to the old man. He's like, "Did I ask you for the?"
Tommy Lee Jones.
No.
No, Tommy Lee Jones was great in that movie too.
Yeah.
on.
Tommy Lee.
Well,
Now
I
Tommy
there's
Lee-
another good actor.
Woody Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson was. Everybody was good in that movie. Woody
I don't
Harrelson.
know who said.
Oh, he's like the
said
main
what?
character. Name the names in No Country for Old Men. It's like not Joaquin Phoenix. It's
Drawn a total blank. I bet I can see him. It's the guy with the
straight out haircut. He's right there. He's like the main character in the movie. Or one of the three main characters.
No, none of those folks.
Oh, come on now. He's the guy who goes around shooting everybody with that air gun. Yeah, with the nail gun.
Cattle killer. You're on my cord. There we go.
Jessica, you're not helping.
Wait, who?
That's the lady right there.
The guy in No Country for Old Men.
Ah,
The creepy guy.
I mean,
The one. Have you seen the movie?
my internet, yes, and my internet
there
is
you go.
running slow.
Anton
I
Chigurh.
No, that's not him.
I have trouble remembering.
Starts
small
with a J.
things.
Javier or something.
Javier
Bardem.
Bardem.
Javier Bardem.
Yep.
He was really good in that movie.
Huh.
That whole movie is great. That's on my top 5. I could watch that over and over.
Yeah, it's
Like
a tough one.
The Departed.
Departed was pretty good.
I love
Yeah.
that. I love that movie. True Romance, The Departed, No Country for Old Men.
Up.
Up. Up
That was a good movie.
Up was an excellent
was.
movie.
It was a
It's
very
just,
good movie.
my top 10. No.
Saving Private Ryan. I like
Excellent,
Oh,
excellent
yeah.
movie.
that is absolutely one
You
of the
know,
most
you know what I
intense
think. You know what I
movies.
think was better than that though
Which one?
was
Full Metal Jacket.
no, not the whole thing. The very beginning, yes.
Okay.
The first 30 minutes of
Yep.
Full Metal Jacket was intense. Right. The whole movie's good. Matthew Modine is in that.
Mm-hmm.
No, I was thinking Band of Brothers,
Ooh, fantastic.
That is a good series.
which was done by Tom Hanks and Steven Spielberg, actually trumped Saving Private Ryan. Which
I
was
can see
actually,
that.
Which was also done by Tom Hanks and Steven Spielberg.
Tom Hanks is one of the best actors that has been around for probably the last 30 years.
Well, he made it to our good guy. Were you here that
Yeah,
day?
yeah, it was.
He made it to our good guy list, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jessica, that's not inappropriate.
Very-
Very
Very
inappropriate.
accurately titled.
Get it, Jess.
That's very inappropriate.
It doesn't look good
None
from
of
the
my
camera angle
business.
either.
Yeah, I like Band of Brothers, but it's a series, right? Apocalypse Now, which Martin Sheen was good. We're talking about war movies now. Full Metal Jacket was probably one of the better ones, but the
Platoon was pretty good.
pretty good, which interesting. It has Charlie Sheen in it.
Right.
It's pretty good. Saving Private Ryan. What good war
Hamburger
movie?
Hill was
Hamburger
pretty
was pretty good.
tight. There was the other one that just came out recently, and it was oh God, what was that called?
Oh, I know. It won an award.
It was a World War II, and they had to scale. They had to scale the Japanese encampment, and the guys were just getting blown apart at the top of it. Black Hawk Down.
Black Hawk Down was good. That was a Somalian raid. That was a true story.
Oh, The Great Escape.
That was good.
That's a good one. Classic. Dirty Dozen. Old school.
That's Clint Eastwood, right?
They had a bunch of folks. That was that was an all-star cast with the Dirty Dozen. It was a recent one that they just redid. Dunkirk wasn't that good. I mean, it was okay.
I think that Dunkirk was well filmed, just not. You know who was in Dunkirk? What's his face? Not Harry Connick Jr. What's that dude's name? From the Harry Styles was in that. You know where he's
Too
from?
Far?
Where's he from? Harry
that
Styles.
band.
That band, the One Direction.
You know.
Oh my God, how do I know that? He was in that movie.
Now, for a modern one, go back one. Lone Survivor, which was the Afghan guy. That was Marcus Luttrell's story.
That was Marky Mark, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Mark Wahlberg.
Mark
That
Wahlberg
was
and
an
a
awesome
couple other
movie.
guys.
I love watching that.
Yeah, that was pretty intense.
What's
I
other
read
one?
the book. The book was actually better than the movie, but
They had some nasty scenes in that of them falling down the rocks and all
Oh.
that. The way they filmed that one.
they didn't capture his imprisonment. The stuff he went through in imprisonment that they did to him, that they detail in the book, they didn't capture that in the movie at all.
One of the books I was actually able to get through because I'm a little bit, get bored quick was Ghost Soldiers, which was actually done as a movie.
Hacksaw Ridge was the one I was trying to remember.
Isn't that Mel Gibson's movie?
Was that Gibson or was that
Gibson
Spielberg?
Gibson directed it, I think.
Oh, it was Gibson.
Yeah.
Good call.
Yeah.
Yeah, those guys. There were some intense scenes in that.
I actually haven't seen that one.
You need to see it.
Hacksaw Ridge.
Hacksaw Ridge.
I saw Dunkirk, which was like slow at times, but well done.
Yeah, it was interesting the concept of the boats
There's a lot of water shots.
and the water shots. Yeah, that's what made that one different. But Hacksaw Ridge, I think they really captured that whole element of trying to scale into an entrenched position on top of a cliff. I mean, just brutal.
A lot of good war movies out there.
It's amazing. She pulled up quite a list, and I was, there's a good one.
Yeah, I think we're short on a few because a lot of these, I think the majority of them are World War II movies. Band of Brothers was, Saving Private Ryan was.
Casablanca.
Oh, for God's sakes. I think Casablanca is actually still rated the #1 most top-grossing movie of all time. When you include inflation.
Hurt Locker was pretty good.
Number 8.
We watched Hurt Locker a couple times. That was really well done. That was the first female director who was either nominated and or won Best Director.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they really captured that, especially from the bomb defusing thing. That was
Well,
that had a whole
Jeremy,
element.
what's his name? Jeremy, I was going to say Pivens. That's not it.
No.
Jeremy, whatever. He's a really good actor. He's in. What's a fun movie to watch that he's in? This is kind of like a popcorn flick, but really well done. It's called The Town with Ben Affleck and him.
Oh, that sounds familiar. Yeah. The Town.
Yeah, it's like they're robbers.
And they
It
go to
takes
knock
place
over
in-
a bank and they get stuck in the town.
Nah,
All right.
it's a Ben Affleck story. He's the main character. He's got a girl, but they dress up. They're really good bank. They're good robbers, basically. It's a popcorn flick, but it's actually really well done. It's kind of like an Ocean's 11 type of feel. And Jeremy, what's his name?
Renner.
Yeah, Renner. He's in it. He played.
He plays in the Marvel movies. Yeah.
He's in the Marvel movies. He also played Jason Bourne once.
Oh, you know what? I didn't see
when
that
Matt
one.
Damon didn't do it.
Right.
There
That
was
was
like
like
there
the
was like
last one.
Yeah, or no, I don't know if it was last. Didn't he do it afterwards?
I don't know. Let me look.
He's good. If Matt Damon hadn't done it before,
Mm-hmm.
he would have done a great job. But everybody expected Matt Damon to be doing it, so I think he got a bad shake on that.
Yeah.
He's a great actor, though.
Well, I got some movies I'm going to pop on during Thanksgiving. That's for
There
sure.
you go.
Yeah, some good stuff. I know we're gonna go to movies this Thanksgiving.
Born Legacy.
Is there anything at the movies
Born
to see?
Legacy. Yeah, there's always Thanksgiving stuff coming out, right? So I always want to say Sons of Anarchy. The Star is Born is kind of fading out now. She didn't like it. What's coming up in Thanksgiving? Movies, Jennifer.
She can't type that
Yes.
fast.
Thanksgiving.
Cut all of you.
She's gonna mute me again.
Oh, you do. You have.
No, I
that
want to go see
power.
A Star is Born. What? Oh yeah.
You do.
Wait, I'm sorry. What'd you say,
Oh,
Richard? I always forget
You
about
haven't
the
seen it?
muting
You haven't seen A
veto
Star
because
is
I'm not
Born?
rude.
You haven't seen A Star is Born?
No, but I really want to go
Yeah,
see it. And I
okay.
was told to go see it in a movie theater, which I don't normally go
Well,
to movie
because of-
theaters
because of
because
the
I
mu-
can
because
do
of the
whatever I
music
want.
and whatever,
Yeah.
I know.
Well, you can't pause it and whatever else. So,
The Creed movie got pretty good reviews.
Did it?
Yeah, Creed 2, I think it is.
I will always watch a boxing movie if it's rated well.
It got really good. Wait, we can't hear you.
Fantastic Beasts.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
like kind of like a Harry Potter kind of
Yeah, it's
thing.
like the
It's like
nerd
the sequel
universe.
of the first one.
I heard Widows was good.
What's that?
A bunch of widows.
I mean,
Mean ladies.
obviously,
So-
but
Mafia widows, right?
oh,
Well,
right, where they have to
fundamental.
take
Like,
over like their husband's business
yep.
for survival.
Oh.
Yeah.
That also looks very good.
Yeah, it's probably no
Me
Goodfellas,
too.
but
Okay.
what
That
would
looks
they
good.
call? What would they call that? Good females,
The
Gangster
favorite?
females.
Good gals.
good gals. It's not very scary.
No.
Widows is better.
It's more like you're going somewhere to get pie.
Good
Not
gals.
intimidating at all.
Right.